My name is Kid Anderson, and I'm a cinematic weapon of mass creation. I'm here today because I wrote a screenplay called High School Shooter.
Jude gives Lucy the photographs he repossessed from Kemper.
It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is.
But don't make it out.
It's more than that.
Not really.
High School Shooter asks the question, if John Wayne went to high school in the 90s, would he captain the varsity team? Would he get straight A's? Would he sell guns? You know, would he murder his best friend with a croquet mallet?
Whose blood is this?
It's a lot more than just photographs.
It's Kemper's blood, isn't it?
Does it matter?
Yes.
What inspired High School Shooter? My love of Westerns. And I wanted to examine what can be done if you're wearing a white hat. What can you get away with if you wear a white hat? So my protagonist wears a white hat, loves John Wayne, and he's exploring kind of how far you can go.
He reaches into his pocket and produces a large safety pin. He uses his lighter to sterilize the point.
I've got an idea.
I don't know.
Jude unbuttons his shirt.
Come here.
Lucy straddles Jude. He gives her the safety pin.
Pierce my nipple.
Why?
Because it's there.
Might be a little edgy for an American audience. Basically, a good comparison to something people might be familiar with. High School Shooter is rebel without a cause in a head-on collision with Fight Club. Basically. I didn't start out to write it that way. It's just kind of what happened after I was done writing it. I happened to be watching Rebel Without a Cause, and I go, wow, it's about 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. Oh man, I guess that Nicholas Ray movie was sitting in the back of my head there. But it's set in the 90s and kind of examines the same issues that Rebel Without a Cause was looking at, this disenfranchised adolescence. And what does that mean? But set against the backdrop of Americans and guns. Americans and guns is a subject that fascinates me. I'm a lifetime member of the NRA. Where I grew up is about 1 mile away from the Washington, D.C. sniper where he was arrested. Guns have kind of fascinated me, but I hate hunting, and I cried the first time I shot a rabbit. I can't really kill anything. It's kind of a love-hate thing. I'm not a very good American, though, I guess, so I'm trying to learn to love guns a little more.
Jude looks down to see Lucy draw blood.
Jesus, you started outside the areola.
I thought that's where you wanted it.
You're supposed to pierce my nipple, not my whole chest.
It's not like I've done this before.
Don't stop.
Well, one of the lines in the film is simply, the protagonist says, the only difference between art and crime is getting caught. And I really feel like there's a reason why writers are attracted to crime stories and whatnot, because I mean it's about planning and it's about process, and it is about, you know, criminals. I mean, they're just they're artists without an art, you know. I put it down on paper so, you know, I don't have to play with guns.